Good evening, everyone. This time, we would now have a discussion about Peter Olivia's curriculum design. So, in particular, or specifically, my topic would be about Peter Olivia's 10 actions for curriculum designers. So, to give a little bit of background, um, Peter Olivia's curriculum design, it is actually a framework or philosophy that explains how and why curriculum changes happen and how educators should approach designing and revising curriculum. So Olivia's model highlights that curriculum is influenced by many factors. So we have factors such as society, teachers, students, time, and that successful curriculum requires cooperation, flexibility, and understanding of change. So let's now move forward to the action number one. Curriculum change is inevitable, necessary, and desirable. So change kasi is part of growth, and just like how society evolves, schools must also need to adjust to meet new needs, technologies, and ideas. A curriculum that never changes will soon become outdated and irrelevant. Kasi nga, if there's no change, parang it's like you are stuck and stagnant ba, no? So for example, no, think of how online learning became a major part of education during the COVID-19 pandemic. So if you are part of those students or yeah, students na no, you were doing online learning, that is also part of the change. Kasi schools have to adapt their curriculum including the use of digital tools and virtual classes, and that shows that change is both necessary and inevitable to keep education meaningful and accessible, no? That's it lang. That is for action number one. So action number two, curriculum both reflects and is a product of its time. So the curriculum kasi mirrors what is happening in society, and it is shaped by the current social, cultural, political, and even technological influences. So as the world changes, no, the curriculum must evolve along in order to prepare students for modern realities. So, for example, no, years ago, school focused on handwriting and manual skills, and it is not applicable na today. Kasi today, the curriculum includes computer literacy, digital citizenship, and coding because technology dominates our era. What is important kasi at one time may change in another. So that is for action number two. And for the action number three, curriculum changes made earlier can exist with newer ones. So what do we mean by that? So all the new ideas often overlap in education. Why? Kasi when new topics or methods are introduced, they don't always replace old ones immediately. Kasi ano, yeah, you really don't have or it's not necessary na replace nimong old ones, no? Or old curriculum to be particular. Instead, both can coexist for a while until parang the transition is complete. Parang you just have to do the transition slowly, no? In order for the students to adapt to the new curriculum. So for example, no, in some schools, both traditional classroom teaching and online learning platforms are used. So the old system, which is the face-to-face, and the new system, the use of digital or what we call as the blended learning, they exist together, no? While they exist together, while educators test whether which method works best, diba? Kasi if the old system works much better, so of course we have to stick with the old system. But if the new system or the blended learning is much better, then of course we have to adapt and slowly integrate that into the curriculum. So yeah, for the last one, when as so for the fourth one rather, curriculum change depends on people to implement the change. So what do we mean by that? Even in the even in the best curriculum, even the best curriculum plan won't work without teachers, administrators, and stakeholders who make it happen. Kasi people must understand, accept, and support the change in order to succeed. So for example, when a school introduces a new reading program, teachers need proper training. Given that, no, of course, kasi that is a new program, and you really have to have teachers who are skilled enough and involvement in planning. And if teachers are part of the decision-making process, they will feel ownership and be more motivated to apply the new approach effectively. Diba? Mm. So that is the action number 4. Curriculum change depends on people to implement the change. Kasi it must start with the people implementing the change. So I think that's my part. So thank you for listening.